Alright guys, it's that time again. We're gonna mod some Reign of Chaos. Let's do it. Let's mod Reign of Chaos. So, I got my Reign of Chaos world editor right here. Last time we were here, we decided we would make High Elf, Chaos Orc, Nerubian, and Corrupted. We got part of the way through the Corrupted tech tree. We made the Corrupted Wisp. We made the Satyr Hunter. And we also made a lot of buildings. Corrupted Ancient of Earth, Tree of Death, Tree of Confusion, Tree of Whispers. Here you go. Let's test the map. Not all things are generated. I don't care though. Here we go. Let's do it. We're kicking it off. That's how it's going right there. It's just taking a second to load. You know, and this is of course because of the 4x3 resolution problem, which apparently looks like now my most recent monitor setup actually gave us a really interesting result here. So let me just fix that for you guys so you can see the whole thing. I'm seeing the whole thing, but the video recording is not. So let's see, video should be largest maximum possible value, and hopefully that'll also fix the recording. I did not fix the recording at all. Okay. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Remember that value, okay? Remember that value. You guys remember it with me. 2048 by 1536. Okay, that's pretty important. 2048 by 1536. So just keep that number in mind. 2048 by 1536. Okay, and we're just going to go in here and we're going to punch in 2048 by 1536. And this is going to get it all fixed here. And that way, you guys are going to be seeing exactly what you want to be seeing, which is to say, a big picture of Arthas's face. Was there ever an uglier face? I don't think there was. This is the perfect ugliness right here. Okay, so there you go. Now we have this great thing. And the most important thing that we've accomplished here is that we're now at closer to 4x3 resolution. So my desktop, in-game, should all match up and should just all be straight away just how you need to be for modding Reign of Chaos. You know, it's just natural. This is just the natural Reign of Chaos modding. Here you go. Now you guys can see everything. So the recap from last time, right? We created the Satyr Hunter. He has the Vampiric Attack upgrade. Which we have to build. It looks like a Hunter's Hall for, so let's build one of those. Sorry, that was my attempt to type in Warp 10 to get this Hunter's Hall done. Yeah, you can train Satyr Trickster, and notably the Satyr Trickster, we can see here, has some upgrades that don't benefit it, because it used to be the Archer there. And this guy has Vampiric Attack, which we could upgrade, but we were stuck. We found that when I upgrade Vampiric Attack, he doesn't actually gain Vampiric Attack. It doesn't work. So, we have work to do there. That doesn't work. Tech Tree 2, like the level 2 Tech Tree isn't good, right? We can't use this level 2 Tech Tree. Ancient of Lore, unlike this thing, which makes Satyrs, and I don't think we should use a Ballista. I think it's... Yeah, that's just a normal Night Elf Ballista. We can't have that. So, we don't want that. This is the standard, your everyday Ancient of Lore. That's totally standard. So, it's pretty bad. All we've got is just these basic things, and then the various, you know, Tree of Whispers, Tree of Confusion, Tree of Death. So we need to figure out what our siege weapon is going to be. We need to fix the other two heroes. We only have one cool hero, admittedly, and the cool hero we do have, he has standard abilities, and his evasion doesn't work. It requires corrosive breath because we were testing things the other time that just kind of ruined stuff for us. So that's all silly and bad. Let's first get out of the way this thing about upgrades, right? So evasion here doesn't work. It has a bugged upgrade. And then this Vampiric Attack is a bugged upgrade. So let's just fix that, okay? So for this, remember of course that oh sorry, this is the x86-64 folder from the Overcomplexified Warcraft. We're not doing Overcomplexified Warcraft, right? We're just doing Reign of Chaos mod. So everything is simple. Everything is just plain simple how it should be. The units are just in the units folder, right? So if we want to go in and we want to fix this upgrade, it's going to be an upgrade data. Here are all the upgrades. And you can see that specifically the Night Elf upgrade for, what did we use? Moonglaive? Did we use REMG? Is that the one that's required by the ability? So let's check the ability data. Although I guess actually you guys might catch my blunder here. Ability requirements are not in ability data. Ability data is their behavior. Their requirement is typically in Funk files. So we need to go and look at Night Elf ability Funk. And we'll find the one that has passive War Stomp or something like that, right? Yeah, this guy requires RESC. So what that actually is over here in the ability data, or upgrade data, you know, is actually Scout. So okay, it was Scout that I used to change. So we know that RESC is what we're going to use for our Vampiric Lifesteal ability. Is this music too loud for you guys? I'm going to turn the music down for you guys. I might turn it down for me too. I'll turn it down for you guys a little bit, and I'll turn it down for me a little bit here, so hopefully that'll be good. Interesting. When I turn it down for me, it doesn't turn it to 0 for you guys. I don't really know how that works, but yeah, so we're a little bit better here. We got a good fix on the music. In fact, I was doing Dragon Blight music, but I'm thinking actually let's do Grizzly Hills. Everybody likes Grizzly Hills music. It's just good, you know? It'll make your day. Listen to some Grizzly Hills music. Okay, so Vampiric Lifesteal ability. This thing here, AEV2 and AEVA. We almost coded them, but the requirement RESC, it turns out the requires doesn't actually work. It only works for the source ability. So in this case, the source ability is Evasion, AEV, right? Which requires Corrosive Breath, as we saw. Now, we actually don't want Evasion to require Corrosive Breath. We actually want it to require RESC, which means that our hero can't have Evasion anymore, right? We have this hero who's kind of your cliche satyr heroic character, and notably, he just had Demon Hunter abilities right now. But what we're seeing is that we have to get rid of Evasion for him and give him something different. Or, alternatively, there's another workaround that we could do, knowing what we know. His Evasion could actually be custom ID, right? So when we're in our ability table, AEEV, yeah, Evasion Creep, right? We have each of these evasions, and we have AEV2, and then we have AIEV, Item Evasion, and then we have AEEV, True Evasion. And so there's all that, but I'm also really curious about the Uber Alias column. I've got some learning to do to really understand Uber Alias, because Uber Alias was removed in a later patch. Yeah. Uber Alias sure is weird, isn't it? But that's okay. Let's use AEV2. So AEV2, being this evasion-based ability, is going to inherit from AEV. So let's make, like, even for now, we could make AEHE Hero Evasion, right? So if I go to AEEV, the real True Evasion here, I should be able to insert copied cells. Yeah, so we can make AEHE, which is Hero Evasion. Now I have to fight with Microsoft a little bit to actually get the capitalization that I want. Here's Heroic Evasion. So we use Heroic Evasion. It's a copy of normal evasion. It has all the same data fields, right? 10%, 20%, 30%. But along with that, we also need to then go and punch in Heroic Evasion into the ability funk, right? So AEEV here is good, but we're going to also have Heroic Evasion. And the key with Heroic Evasion, it's not going to require our Vampiric Attack upgrade. And also, Heroic Evasion needs to have this special setting right here, Heroic Evasion, where we are actually going to disable check dependencies on Heroic Evasion. We are not going to check dependencies. And this is super deliberate, because this is going to make it that Heroic Evasion won't require whatever, even though the other one does, right? So this should be good. So this should fix our problem that we encountered last time using heroic evasion. And this looks nice, but I've only changed the func file. I haven't actually changed the strings file. So let's go to evasion here, and let's just copy it. Or actually, let's just make normal evasion a dud, and we'll just make this heroic evasion right here. So we can do that. That'll pretty much fix evasion, and it'll fix our dummy ability made from evasion. It'll make everything work. Pretty sure. Don't let me jinx it, but I'm pretty sure. So let's now save. Where are we gonna save this? Do I have like a corrupted night elf test? Well, let's altered melee. Sure, corrupted night elf test. So we'll just save that right there. Primarily, my goal is just to see if I can get a reopen. As I recall, we always have to close these files after we modify them and make sure to save. And once we've done that, we should be able to run Reign of Chaos mod again. It'll kick that up, and we should be good. Come on, world editor. Go. Alright, here we are. We got the world editor up. It's great. So let's check out the corrupted elves again. Alright, so here's our guy. And I forgot to give him heroic evasion, so he probably has unknown. Yeah, he has unknown. That won't do. So let's go fix that. That's just unit abilities. Alright. I'm guessing he's probably still E down. Yes, he is. And instead of AEEV, we're going to give him heroic evasion. Instead of AEEV, the next one's also going to have heroic evasion. Great. So now he has the heroic version of evasion, and now I should be able to open that world editor again, and we'll see what we want to see. Exactly what we want to see. It's on its way up. It'll be here in just a moment. Great. Okay. I was going to see if I could open messaging on my other window. Okay, great. So, yeah, here we are. We'll go back to our corrupted night elf test. We'll check our guy. Does he have evasion? Yeah, now he has evasion. So that's all good. That's how you want it to be. I'm thinking we need some creeps to test these guys against. So let's put in some ogres or something over here. I just want to punch some ogres and get some practice with my new abilities. Check a few things on how the system is operating. So let's check it out. Key things I'm going to be looking at: does heroic evasion actually work and cause me to evade things? And as well as asking myself that question, does the vampiric attack upgrade actually apply its requirements? There are a number of reasons why it might not. So here is my satyr hero. And let's get evasion. Supposedly a 10% chance to dodge an attack. Supposedly it's lit up and it doesn't require anything. So let me just get this ogre to attack me at least 10 times. Okay, that's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. Oh, I hit him. That's another hit. It's another hit. It's another hit. It's another hit. It's a hit. It's a hit. It's a hit. It's a hit. 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 I'm not seeing much evading happening. I'm mostly just seeing missing happening. Oh wait, he actually missed one. Okay, he did miss one. Okay, great. So now let's try another idea. Let's fight him with this satyr hunter. So according to what I know here, this satyr hunter should not be gaining life. However, he is. He is clearly gaining life on his attack, even though we didn't upgrade vampiric attack. So we do have work to do. Let's throw one more. Yeah, he went from 73 to 76 right there. So he's gaining life on his attack. And he's not supposed to. So this brings up the question, why? Now we know why. What we actually learned last time, right? Vampiric, or VA, AEVA, this is the problem. AEVA is inheriting, and it's inheriting something we don't want it to. So if we go to unit abilities, or wait, no, not unit abilities, ability data, sorry. Ability data. We want to go to AEVA. So this is vampiric attack, right? It inherits from AIVA, and this has the issue that AIVA, right, doesn't currently have a requirement. So this creates the question: what do we do about that? AIVA is an item ability, right? So let's make AIV2. That already exists, so we can't do that. What else should we call AIVA? Maybe AIV3? There's no AIV3? Okay. So we'll take AIVA and we'll swap it out for AIV3. AIVA. That was actually not AIVA that I was looking at here. Here we go. That's also not, that's actually my vampiric attack. Here we go. AIVA. Copy it. Copy it again. Insert copied cells. So we make another one. And this one is going to be AIV3, which is going to be version 3 item life vampiric attack, so that we can then have this one do not checking of dependencies, just to make that all good. And also then we have to mess with any other AIVA ability to make sure those are good how we want. So this is this vampiric attack is actually Frostmourne lifesteal, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't really say that, but I think that's what it is. And so it needs to have check dependencies off. And then mine's going to have check dependencies on. Great. And then official AIVA, core AIVA, needs to have check dependencies on right here. So we're going to use it for that. So this means that I should be able to go into my ability func, where this requires RESC. And I should be able to make it not require RESC. So let's see. This will be in item ability func. AIVA. So what we're going to do is we're going to make AIVA require RESC, and then we're going to replicate it. The replica AIV3 is going to have all the actual tool tipping information, all the things that look nice. So that should be good. This will mean that VA will give us behavior. VA is hard-coded behavior. We'll get our hard-coded behavior to have a requirement, and then we'll disable the requirement on the actual item. Now, this, of course, also means that we need to go into the item data, find references to AIVA, and change them. So for that, looks like this is the only one which we can conveniently change to AIV3. Great. So we'll save that and close it. Save this and close it. We'll save this and close it. So this should mean, we'll close this too. Now Mask of Death should work the moment I pick it up. Doesn't require anything. But my attack on my unit will require the actual upgrade. So this is just it's the system we have to use. It's the system that's in place for modding Reign of Chaos version 0 here, just because it's that's what we got. So there you go. Yeah, so let's just open this Corrupted Night Elf test map. Things are pretty good, but I actually would also like to have a Mask of Death item, so let's give me that here. Mask of Death item. There's some really interesting item icons in use in here. I had kind of forgotten they were ever used. I remember seeing that the other time. Something about Reign of Chaos used icon list is pretty interesting. Like this Glyph of Purification, its icon definitely changed. I don't really think Potion of Greater Invisibility had that same icon, but maybe it did. Yeah, I don't think it did. Doesn't matter too much though. Alright, So we got ourselves a Mask of Death over here that we can test, just to be totally sure that everything is how it should be. So let's check that out. Let's check that out. In the face of ours that stares upon us. Alright. Here we go. Here we are in the game. Alright. So let me just get, I'll get evasion. We'll pick up this Mask of Death over here. This is gonna, this game sound is very quiet. I think we would be fine to put it its original. Although I guess we don't really need music. We got our own music. Durana Call. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I just want to see this Mask of Death work. You ready for this Ogre Warrior? Yeah, I healed life. 57? Okay. Yeah, 60 goes up to 70 every time. 60 goes up to 70 every time. Great. So that works exactly as intended. Now, if this Satyr Hunter will attack, his should actually require an Vampiric attack and malfunction. Yeah, so there you go. If I can get away, I want to get off a clean shot where I'm not being attacked, and I see that I don't gain life on that clean shot. There we go, 514, stayed at 514. So that's exactly how you'd want it to be. Now let's build a Hunter's Hall, and let's upgrade it. So upgrade that Hunter's Hall right there. Vampiric attack upgrade. Let's do it. Okay, now we've enabled Vampiric attack. Causes his attacks to steal 20% of his damage as life. And this should be, now that we did that upgrade, we'll attack and we'll see.
Is that all?
Now we gain life. Beautiful. So essentially what we've seen here is knowing that you can only have one requirement per ability.
Now
we've figured out how to overcome the system. And we've set things how we want them to be. And we didn't even have to take evasion away from the hero. Ultimately, I might actually take evasion away from this hero. I might give him a different ability. I think that would actually probably fit the environment of creativity. But just for the time being, to prove to myself that I don't have to break things, or that I could reuse evasion as a hero ability somewhere else if I wanted to, we have this here, which is pretty nice. So that's good. Here you go. How are these ancients? Seems good. At some point, I think we're going to have to change that green ground texture to be purple. That's really starkly green. We're going to have to do something about that. Yeah, so there you go. And now we have fixed the thing that so deeply troubled me last time. We fixed it perfectly. We didn't have to give anything up, right? We just gained behaviors. We just gained this upgrade in Vampiric attack. Great. So that's how you would want it to be, 100%. Now, knowing that to be the case, I think what we need to probably do is give our Satyr Trickster some upgrades. In my opinion, I would say this guy should upgrade without any complicated nonsense. So, I'm almost tempted to say maybe he should just benefit from improved bows and marksmanship, and we'll just see how much you can actually customize the functionality of improved bows and marksmanship back in the day here. I'm not sure how customizable upgrades were in Reign of Chaos, so let's see what we got. Effect 1. Oh yeah, here you go. Attack dice modifier, spill distance modifier for missile line attacks. Okay. Defense add from unit data. Enable weapon. Defense. So actually, yeah, these are pretty much exactly the same as what we see in the Frozen Throne editor. With just a couple extra things. Cool. Attack damage add modifier, use this value. So like this Orc Grunt Berserk, I guess adds 3 damage. So Night Elf Marksmanship also adds 3 damage. That's pretty good. So what if we get something like a 3 damage addition? Although it seems kind of cheesy to make it the same as the Orcs. So actually, what if we get this Grunt Berserk hit point X, and we do that same kind of thing over here, and we put that in marksmanship? And it even copied the comment from F. Gilson. Thank you, Gilson. Alright, great. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to make it give this guy 55 hit points, and then let's make it give more than that too. Let's give him, let's effect 2, mana regenerate percent. I don't know, it just doesn't have any mana, I don't think. Actually, maybe it does. Does it have mana? Now that's really interesting. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Alright. So we're looking at the Satyr Trickster. This guy here. Nsat. And Nsat, this basic little ground guy. What does he got? Does he have mana? So we gotta figure out which of these is mana. Which, it might not even be in here. It's probably actually in, I guess, unit balance, or did they? Yeah, they have unit balance. This one. There we go. Let's load unit balance. All right, gold cost, mana, and real mana, mana 0. Okay, so real M here. This is the calculated value. Do not alter. It's based on mana N plus a factor for intelligence. Okay, so mana N over here. We just want to check out Nsat. Yeah, he has 200. That's kind of funny. We could give him more mana. That's totally pointless because he just casts. You know, he just casts Purge, right? But I don't know. We'll give him some mana to go with Purge. So we'll give him 55 hit points. That's movement rate. Mana regen. And then it's mana add modifier. Here we go. Yeah. So effect 2. So we'll give him 55 hit points and 45 mana. And I don't know, do we want to give him like 1 damage or is that silly? Nobody left a comment on our AUD. Oh, it's aura of damage. Aura upgrade. Alright, attack rate, mana add. Instead, duration. Attack dice, defense. Just trying to think what we could give this guy. Maybe we'll just give him health and mana. We'll just make it a cheap upgrade. What is this, gold base? 150? Nah, that's too much. Although, I guess upgrades cost a lot in the Frozen Throne, but I just think that's too much. We're going to make it 95 lumber, and we're going to have it 95 gold and 75 lumber. And that's cheap. It's really cheap. But it just gives him 55 hit points and 45 mana. So it's like, you know, what are you going to do? Alright. So we'll do that. Now we need him to benefit from it, right? So we have to set up the benefits list. And this is pretty key. I don't know if this is like unit weapons. It's been a while since I was in here. I actually forget where we specify upgrades used. So now I have to find that. Upgrades used. Which should be... upgrades used. So we'll do that. We'll do upgrades used. And that should be pretty good. Upgrades used for this guy. Let's see. We need unit data. Unit data. Upgrades used. Well, I haven't found it, but it looks like duty calls that I have something else I need to go do. So, I think we're going to call it a day here. What we've done is we've proven that we can continue. We've pushed boldly forward in the realm of Reign of Chaos modding, and we have made it that all of our upgrades and ability requirements operate as they should, and we've even begun working on a new upgrade. We're going to change marksmanship into something that actually benefits the Satyr Trickster, who I need to remember next time to move into the corrupted units categorization over here, right? Like you saw that if you go to corrupted, he's not listed here, so we gotta fix that. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it next time. Come back next time. We'll do that. It'll be great.